Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got lots of fish this week. Lots of cool fish anyway. Let's see what's in the box. First thing up we have rainbows. These are Wapunga rainbows. Chitharina alleni. I was reading the tag to make sure I had the right ones because I got a bunch of different rainbows this week. Some unusual ones. I think I got at least one type that I've never had before. So let's see what we find. Reticulated Julies, or the Corydoras trilineatus. Restock on those guys. Great little Cory. Great for everybody. Next up we have, looks like some Cardinal Tetras. Of course, those are on the Tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. Always have to have a good stock on those guys, especially with the special we sell a ton. Guppy restock this week. Got some leopard tail males. Nice looking fellas there. And what do you got? Green tiger barbs, another restock. Green tiger barbs have been incredibly popular this last year. And why not? Beautiful. Next we have more guppies. Calling those green lace guppies. I'll go with that. Very nice tails. And more rainbows. See how I say they look about the same. These are Port Moresby's. Usually they come in about 3 times this size. I'm not sure if we'll be able to tell males from females on that. We'll see. But nice looking Port Moresby rainbows. The supplier got in a big batch. Looked like a particular breeder. Oh, these were a huge coup for me. These are the flagtail panda cories. Got in some of these a couple years ago. Thought they were cool. As soon as I sold them out, the gal at bottom wanted a bunch more. I'm like, well, if we ever see them again, now we did. But yeah, they're super, super cool. Red Koyaga flameback. This is a haplochromis species. I think I might have one over there, but first time I've been able to restock them a while, so there they are. And that's an African cichlid, of course. Panda cories, restock on panda cories. We sell a ton of panda cories because they're one of the funnest cories ever. And Borrelius barna. Borrelius barna are a pretty interesting critter. They're in the same group as the baker eyes and the I'm gonna lose it, the orange fin ones. But anyway, those are all from India. Super cool little hill trouts. A mono shrimp. Got to have those for your planted tank. And here we have snakeskin barbs, or rhombo barbs. Rhombo barbs are a little bit sensitive on shipping, but once we get them in and established, they're usually really good for you. Very beautiful. So why not? Oh, look at these little leaves. These are not leaves. These are little puffers, red-eyed puffers. I really like these little guys. They're one of the types of puffers that do well in a colony. So we brought in a batch of those guys. And that's the first time I've been able to get those in a really long time too. So several really unusual, unexpected finds this week. Very happy to be able to offer them. Let's see if I can get some more stuff going. Lid off of there. Here we go. Next up. Ooh, there's some Phoenix tetras, but some of them didn't make it. That's unfortunate. That's another tetra I haven't had in a really long time. Let's see if we get those guys balanced out. Let's see if we can get some of those to sell for you. Super neat, unusual tetra type. Adelphi cories, another really nice cory. Sold out of our duplicaris, which are just about like that, bigger, but we were able to get in some Adelphis. Here are koi angels to go in our small angel tanks. Got to keep a good variety over there for you guys. Angels are very popular, and why not? Good, beautiful, stately looking fish. Here are some German blue rams. German blue rams, again, very popular. Beautiful dwarf cichlid. Let's see, marble hatchets. The quintessential top dweller. Now these guys are actually a tetra, even though they don't particularly look like a tetra, so they're part of the tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. Maybe we'll hang right at the top of your tank. More discus this week. These are the leopard snakeskins. Leopard snakeskins have been coming in just enormous and beautiful, and this is no exception. Very beautiful fish. Very, very cool. Let's see. Oh, these are tiny. These are bucktooth tetras, or Exodon paradoxus. They're used as ditherfish in very aggressive tanks like piranha tanks, believe it or not. Though they get about that big, so these are really tiny. are a tetra, a very aggressive tetra. Flamingo guppy, another guppy type for you. Nice gray print tail. And then we have a little leopard puffer. Sold out the one we had this week, so able to restock another one. They're available right now. Leopard puffers, these are the Shadowdenties. Anyway, they've been limited availability on those for the last couple of years. A couple times a year we're able to get them, and we get them right now. This is Susel Creek Rainbow, Melanitania susel. Susel is a creek somewhere in the Orient. I'm not exactly sure where, but that's those guys. That's super unusual rainbow type. In fact, I've actually laid eyes on those before, so I'm super happy to see what those guys are going to mature into. Another type of rainbow. These are sunset dwarf rainbows. I've had these in before. These are Melanitania parva, and they don't look like much in the bag right now, though not bad. But when they grow out colors, those guys are pretty fantastic. Yeah, I think all the rainbows are fantastic. Let's get real. Another rainbow. This is Bosmani type, but these are the Lake Aliantinjo, or the red Bosmanis. So should have some really brilliant bright red tails on the males. See some dark color in them. Hopefully we get these guys tanked and happy, and we'll see some pretty amazing fish. So these guys are ready. This is those sunset dwarfs and parvas. Here's another bag of fish. That's neon tetras, part of the Tetra Special, of course. Buy 4 or more, get 25% off your tetras. And neons are a good fish. They're expensive to start with. Here are Scarlet Batis, Dario. These are the tiny little cichlid acting, but not cichlid fish. They're actually more closely related to gouramis. They're an anabantoid, and they're great for your one tank. That's that for that box. And again, let's see. Lots of treasures in this order. Here are assassin snails. A whole bag of those guys. Little assassins, call them little ninjas. Next we have, what do we have? Oh, that's not even little. That's a red wolffish. Nice size one. Red wolffish, of course, can be put with other large fish, but not with other red wolffish. They'll kill each other. Actually, usually best in a species tank. This is a black ghost knife. Got a couple of those on this order. Black ghost, of course. We'll get up to 14 inches. Nice for specialty fish in your tank. Super cool little gobies. These are a type of bumblebee goby. This is a tiger bumblebee, or Brachiogobia species ocelot. Brought those in to go in our nano section. They are gobies. I'm sure they'll eat baby shrimp at least, because that's what gobies do. Here's another type of bumblebee goby. This is a Sumatran mini bumblebee goby. That's the Brachiogobius xenophemilius. If you want to try the Latin, obviously I wanted to try it. I don't know how close I got. That's the other black ghost knife. Look at that. Over here we have, oh, look at that. Sylvie's half-beaks, huge. Beautiful fish. He's looking at me like, where are we going to put these? Yeah, well, you get in some cool stuff. Sometimes you just got to make do. African butterfly fish. Just got in one this time. There have been more available, so I didn't feel like I needed to stock up. African butterfly fish, like your hatchet fish, will sit right at the top of your tank. And you got to make sure you have a good top on that tank, otherwise they will jump out. These are more half-beaks. These are, they call them a fire half-beak. I haven't had this species before, so I thought I'd give them a try. I don't see anything special in the bag yet, but hopefully they'll get some color out of them. They get happy where they're at. Oh, nice size on these guys. A couple fire eels. These are the biggest ones we've had in for a while. Paid a little more for them, so it looks like we got our money's worth. Super, super cool. Fire eels, remember, get 4 feet, not 14 inches or a foot. No, 4 feet. They're huge. Speaking of huge fish, this is a peacock bass. Now this is Jingu, or Melananti, anyway, Jingu peacock bass. Haven't been able to get peacock bass, so we brought in some. We paid some extra money for them. A lot of times they don't ship in well. That one looks great, so glad to see that. Don't be surprised or sticker shocked on those 3-foot fish that are more expensive than you expect. These are another type of half-beak. The Tenga half-beak. I'm not familiar with it, but I like the color I'm seeing so far. So super cool. Look almost like a pipefish. Very, very neat little half-beak. Half-beaks typically are little live-bearing fish. Here is another peacock bass. This is another Xingu. I think we have a half a dozen Xingus. I was split between not wanting to get too many peacock bass because there's not too many people that have a place for a 3-foot fish, and grabbing them because they're available. They're really quite small right now and delicate when they're this tiny. This is a golden, so we got half a dozen goldens and a half a dozen Xingus. And again, we spent, they came in at least twice as expensive as the last time I got them. So there will be a bit of a sticker shock on those, but if you want peacock bass, these are the only ones I've seen in a year and a half. So again, very big fish, very cool. The Xingus came in a little bit bigger than the golds. Let's see if we got any bigger golds in this. That's a Xingu. That's a Xingu. Any golds in here? Xingu. There's a gold. Yeah, golds are really tiny. Itty bitty bitty. I don't think usually we get them half as expensive and twice as big, but you know, we got them and they're here and they're in good shape. So super cool on that. That's it for that box. All right, another little box here. Got a couple things to show you. Some more cool fish. First off, feeders. We got a whole bunch of feeder comets, so we just got to have those. Mixed fruit. We get a bunch of glow tetras there. Should have another type of glowfish, brand new to us. I haven't had these before. These are glow Priscilla tetras, fairly new to the market. Nice colors there, so if you're looking for something different in your glowfish. Got some more feeder guppies. Got local field guppies in right now also, a big bunch of those, which are a nicer fish than your average. Not that you necessarily need that in your feeder guppies. And then we have Von Rio tetras. These are the red flame tetras. I think that's everything on this box. Yeah, everybody see. That's alrighty. Here we go. We're off to the races here. Lots and lots of fish. This is 6 big boxes of fish to unbox this week. First thing we have glow. These are the Priscilla tetras. I thought I was getting the glow skirts, but apparently I got more glow Priscilla, so that's the greens. Those are super cool. Here's Dalmatian mollies. Don't get those very often, so glad to have those to show. Also have some albino frogs. These are the, of course, just regular African dwarf frogs, but the albino or golden ones. Here are feeder guppies for today's happy. We've got some local bred feeder guppies too. Fancy Dumbo guppies. Those guys look pretty nice too. Nice mosaic pattern on them. And then we've got some spermy fiddler crabs. While I'm at it, we got some more spermies. These are nice sized bamboo shrimp. So happy to have those. That's one empty box. Let's see what's in the next one. I've got so much editing to get through right now that I'm going to try to do this in one take. We'll see how far we get. Ooh, first thing is puffers. These are South American puffers. South American puffers only come available a couple times a year, so we kind of doubled down on those to make sure we had them. Here are some cardinal tetras. I thought maybe they were gold neons because they're pretty blanched in the bag. I've got a lot of cardinals coming in this week because we ordered, I don't know if they doubled it up or not. I asked for 100 of them and I think we only got 50. We'll see, maybe we have some more. We sold out last week, so we had to catch up. Glass cats, of course, you can see right through those guys. Super cool schooling fish. Next out is neons. These are cardinals. Okay, so I broke up my 100 cardinals into 4, which is awesome. Glad to see that. Here is the other bag of cardinals. Cardinals restock. Get those, of course, on the Tetra special. Get them 4 or more, you get 25% off. Somebody actually ordered 50, so they'll get the Tetra special for sure on that. These are German blue rams. Nice color on these guys. I've seen a little creep on some of the fish prices in the last year. German blues went up to, I think they're $10 now, but super nice fish for that. Lots of plecos on this order. This is king tigers, the L66s. Bigger fish than I expected. I was expecting something this big, and got something about twice that big. Nice pattern on them. Hard to tell if 66 from a 333 unless you really know what you're looking for. Gray leopardcanthus. It says there's a fish. Oh, itty bitty. This one really is small. This is the smallest. Can you find him in there? He's hiding.
Had him.
Pop him out of the water there. There he is. Gray leopardcanthus, that's the L264. Got more of those guys. We sold out again. And I got 2 sizes. Got real big ones. Actually, I think these are spoken for, but if you want them, I've got them available in 3 sizes right now. Those itty bitty ones, which are a bit of a discount, and these big ones, which are a little more expensive. Another one of the 66 plecos. Here's a different pleco altogether. This is an L24 redfin cactus pleco. Cactus plecos, of course, are a part of the Pseudacanthus group. Those are the meat-eating plecos. They usually get about 12 inches. Nice big fellas. A whole bunch of bettas this week. I'll give you just a quick turn of what beautiful color there is there. Lots and lots of bettas. We were almost completely out of bettas, so good time for us to restock on some cool bettas. Another one of those Sultan plecos. I think you can actually see that one. And gold neons. These really are the gold neons, not blanched cardinals. Restock on those guys. So the first time I've been able to get them in several months actually. Gold neons are a nice version. That's that other Sultan pleco. There's another box coming at you. We'll just keep it rolling. Yeah, a buddy of mine in town today, John from Denny's Pet World, stopped by to drop off some stuff for me. Wow, that's a cool betta. Nice if you told me what it was. Looks like a double tail cat and a crown tail. I think we'll be able to figure out who those are. Beautiful, beautiful bettas. So anyway, John from Denny's Pet World stopped by to drop off some stuff. I invited him to guest host. I thought he was going to run down the block. I said, dude, John, don't run off without your truck. Apparently he didn't want to do the filming, but we sure enjoy doing it every week. Glad you guys stopped by to check out what we have. Let's see, more fishes. These are shrimp. That's a mono shrimp. Gotta have those for your planted tank. Cories. A lot of cories on this order. These are red sailfin cories. I would have thought those were just the green aeneas, but got looking at them close. The Venezuelans are the red sailfin cories. Super cool. Here's a tetra. Looks like one of them didn't make the trip. Got a lot of tetras on this too. These are the blue ribbon tetras. Other than the one that's having a hard time swimming, that's super cool. Hyperus overcon tetra. Lots and lots of new ones of those in the market. Some of the prices are starting to drift down on them. So if you ever want to get those, it's a good time to start looking. African dwarf frogs. That's the regular brown ones, not just the gold ones. Lots and lots of those guys running around here because why not? Who doesn't want a frog in their tank? Green pike. The dwarf green pikes have not been available for, gosh, at least a year. Haven't seen those. One of my absolute favorite little cichlids. I've actually done those in a semi-aggressive community tank very effectively. They're usually not that aggressive. Corydoras aeneas, that is the bronze aeneas, not red sailfin cories. Next is more cories. These are the Julies, or false Julies, articulated Julie cories. Trileniatus, lots of different names for the same fish. Lots and lots of spot and striped pattern cories in the world. Those are one of the most popular. Here are some Hillstream loaches, the reticulated version. We were out last week, or almost out. Able to get some restock this week. Next up is some half-beaks. Restock on these guys because they were available. These are the 3-spot half-beak. I got 4 or 5 varieties of half-beak over there, including these giant Selby's half-beaks that are just absolutely fantastic. Assassin snails, little ninjas themselves. When you got a pest problem, you can throw assassins in there. They will eat your other fish, or only dead fish, other snails, so don't put them in with your rabbit snails in particular. They will take them out. Red hump, Geophagus. These are the Standocnaries. Dropped all the color right now. They'll also call those yellow earth eater. Very pretty fish. Bigger than some of your other types, but a nice fish. Here are some ottos. Those are orange ottos. Somebody had been asking me if I could get them. I've been watching. They showed up, so there they are. We got a dozen orange ottos this week. Let's see. Priscilla tetras. Another restock on tetras. We've got lots and lots of tetras, some of which are really unusual ones. lots in general, but a lot on this order. Little squirmy coolie loaches, banded coolie loaches. We got 5 types of coolie loaches in stock right now. Restocking on some of those this week. That was an absolutely enormous tailed betta. What a beautiful fish. Didn't mark on there, and I got a lot of different types, but I think that's a half. There's some super red bushy nose plecos. Out of those this week also. Happy to be able to grab some more. Nice size on those. Ought to do well for us. And some more autos. These, I haven't had these in a long time. These are the zebra autos. I find the zebra autos are just a bit more sensitive on shipping than some, so it's not uncommon for us to get them in and have them not look that great. These guys came in small, which is actually, I think, good. I mean, they should have shipped in pretty good. And they're moving around the back there. Any luck, those will be great grab and find. All the way to the ground here we have more cories. These are gold laser cories, or laser orange, the CW10. Got a couple different common names on those, all the same fish. You'll have them called gold or orange laser. Not the same thing as a green laser. Here's duplicate cories. Duplicate cories are a duplication of the Adelphi cories. Different fish, same markings. They usually come in pretty good size. I call them 2 inches. I say they're pretty close to that. Nice looking cories. We usually get our duplicate or our Adelphis cheaper because we get them in tank race small. Here's some of those half beaks I was going on about earlier. These are the Celebes half beaks. They are actually a brackish fish, so in our hard water they'll probably just stand up fine to just tap water, honestly. Super big on those guys. Here's a, oh, that's a peacock bass. Got in some peacock bass last week, doubled down, got some azul, or the blue peacock bass too. So 3 types of peacock bass. Price on them is a lot more than what we used to pay. But if you want a peacock bass, we got them. That's one fish that we've had trouble getting shipped in the past. So talked our shipper into just taking the time, spending the money, and getting here live. And we're paying a little more for that pleasure, but I'm happy to do it because live fish are so much more fun. These are fire eels, doubled down. Got some of these last week, sold them out quick. Good size on fire eels. Remember, 4-foot fish. No joke, that is a big fish in the making. This peacock bass, which is another big fish, 2 feet plus. They can be that big and that big around. I mean, they can be huge, so that's the last one of those. All right, I think we'll give Barry's arms a rest and come back with the other stack. All righty, here's the other half. Apparently I can't count today. We have 8 big boxes, not 6 big boxes of fish. So here goes box number 5. Box number 5 coming up. We'll put that over there. First out of the box, discus. This is a great big leopard snakeskin discus. We ordered 3 last week. They sent me 1. Maybe I wrote 1 instead of 3. Anyway, we got the other 2 to fill in. Got 3 of those guys. Got a couple butterflies over there. Got some really nice discus in stock right now, actually, and more coming. More cories. These are the polka dot or Atropersonatus polka dot cory. Super neat little spotted cory, one of my favorites. Of course, I haven't met a cory I don't love. Electric blue rams. These are a little bigger than the ones we've been getting. Nice colors. They shipped in nice. A little more expensive than the last batch, which I think worth the extra size. Here are some female bettas. Those are the half moon female bettas. Oh no, these are half moon candy female bettas. I think I got half moons in this box also. You shall see. These are celestial pearl danios. Restock on those guys. We had a bad batch. Took a while to peter out. These are nice and fat. Look great. Ready for you guys now. Since we get them out of quarantine. Next is some different types of pearl danios. These are the regular pearl danios, or Abronites, if you will. Say that 5 times fast. Bigger fish, obviously, not a nano fish. Here are more cories. These are sturday cories. Sold out of those last week. These are your warm water cory. They like to be up over 80 degrees just fine, where a lot of your cories really want to be in the low 70s. They joke and say they chip the ice off the streams to collect cories in the wild. Adolfo cories. These are not the duplicates, but the actual Adolfos. These are the tank race babies. Nice size on them though. Happy to have a chance to restock those. Restock on these guys. These are a circular whiptail. Again, really rarely available. So anytime I see them, I grab them. Nice huge head on these guys. I think that's where they come up with the idea to call them the circular whiptail. They also have the really long spinnerets, which is cool. Neat. They are in the Planioloricaria. They're similar to the pseudohemidons. They'll get down in the sand, like chameleon whiptails. But they're in a little different family. So that's that box. And charge into another. Behind me, you see I've got a whole pallet of stuff there. We've had pallets stacked up here for the last 3 weeks straight. This pallet is all Python products. We've got all our water changers and such from Python just shipped in this week. More bettas, more betta. Lots of beautiful colors. Wow, that's a wow. All right, we could do a whole nother video just on bettas, but we're going to charge through and do this instead. That's a black ghost knife. Should have a couple on this order. Yep, nope, that's those female bettas I promised earlier. Half moon females. Believe it or not, just regular old females. The veil-tail females have not been available recently, so we haven't had them. Chili reservoirs, restock on those guys. Quintessential nano fish, less than an inch. Bright red little firecrackers, gotta have them. That's a baby monster. This is an ornate biker baby. Itty bitty guy, but he will get as much as 2 feet. Not always, sometimes they max out around 12 inches. But they've caught one type of biker in Nigeria that was literally 3 feet long, so always a guess on the size. Vampire Pleco, L29. Haven't had one of these in a while. L29s are a nice black with white spot. Vampire, there's several different versions, different L numbers. They all get in the 8-9 inch range. Bigger, a little more aggressive than some of the other types of plecos, but they're a beautiful fish. Good for your semi-aggressive tank. Not great algae eaters, but if you want them in a cichlid tank or something like that, they've got the size and the attitude that will hold out. Blood parrots, got a restock on these guys. Whole bunch of them in here. Yep, there's half a dozen of them. I see bright red. A lot of eggs here. Nope, that's plecos. This is the blue-eyed bushy nose. Just a regular fin, not the long fin on these guys. Nice size on them. Good looking blue-eyed bushy nose, or blue-eyed bushy. Well, you can't really see this guy. This is a leopard puffer. This is the A-by. Big enough they were afraid he was going to cut the bag with his beak, so they put him in a box. That's how they ship them in. Got a good selection on puffers right now. They've been available, so we've been grabbing them. Leopard frog pleco. We got more of these because we sold out again. Keep selling out on leopard frogs, and why not? They're one of the coolest plecos out there. Here's one I haven't had in a really long time. This is a Volkswagen pleco, and as the name implies, they get really big. L203. It's got that light colored tail. It's, some of the Panax kind of look like it. There's a Papa. There's a few other. There are versions on the Royal pleco. A really big 2-foot fish on these guys. You gotta have a really big spot for them. Super cool wood-eating pleco. Gotta double down on those guys. There's another parrot. And, Giganto. This is a giant betta male. No females on the giant bettas this week, but that guy is absolutely huge. Very bright colored. One more. Oh, wow. Totally different pattern. Still absolutely enormous. Super cool fish. And you can't tell in the video how big it is. Check them out in person. The giant betta is absolutely fantastic. Just 2 more boxes to go. We'll see if my shoulder or Barry's shoulders hold up. Get 8 whole big boxes and 2 tanks. This will be a fast box though. This is feeder goldfish. Nice batch of those guys. And blackworms. This is an on week for blackworms. We got a couple pounds in. Get them by Saturday, or they'll probably be gone. Ghost shrimp. Big batch of those guys too. We'll keep those in stock for you, or at least try to. And last thing in this little box is crystal shrimp. The red crystals. Keep those a good number of those on hand, typically speaking too. Though found out I was out this week. De facto, so we got. So, are you okay?
Yeah. Still going.
Okay, a little technical difficulty. Sorry about that. Alrighty, last box on the order. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we got something heavy stacked on it. Hopefully it's in good shape. Alright. First thing out of this box is another discus. Wow, that's enormous. This is a checkerboard discus. Looks like it's got a full pattern. A little blanched in the bag. a really nice size in that fish. Next up is another checkerboard discus. It ain't got any water, so we'll get that guy cut and put in water right away. You can just go float him, get him heated up. And the third, another beautiful, gorgeous discus in water this time, so he's good to go. Let's see. Also got some pencils. These are the dwarf pencils, or Nanostomus marginatus. Dwarf pencils are, well, yeah, most of your pencils get about 1.5 to 2 inches. Those guys are about an inch. We have a big size on. One more leopard frog there. I think actually I got 2 more leopard frogs hiding out in here. Another flat bag. This is a baby arowana. He's got plenty of water. We just get him out of there before he suffocates. He should be fine. And black knight rams. One of them didn't make the trip, but the other ones look fantastic. Black knight rams are super, super beautiful and popular right now. They've been flying out here anytime we're able to get them. Something totally different. This is Laeticara arguinense. Boy, my Latin is not going to make it. Bucklecop. We call them a bucklecop acara. Super cool little Laeticara, which is a smaller acara type species. 3 to 5 inches on most of those guys. Neon tetras for the neon special. Actually, the tetra special. All the tetras make it. Buy 4 more, get 25% off for the big cost of subscribing to this channel. And more neons. These are green neons. Also on the same special, 4 more. Just subscribe to this channel. You will be eligible for the tetra special. Next is, oh, that's a cool little tetra. I've had these before. These are the ornate glass tetras. Had a couple of extra spots that I really wanted to find something for, so that was why I grabbed those, because they're available. Sorry, leopard frog. I've already seen a couple of them, but they really did come in beautiful. Who doesn't love the leopard frog pleco, right? Let's see, Celebes rainbow, restock on those guys. Got a couple left over there, but couldn't even tell they're in the tank, so now we have a dozen. Lots and lots of rainbows available right now. This is an LDA 33. This is a snowball pleco. Looks a lot like the 201s, which are the Colombian snowball. They get a little bigger, if I remember right, and they're not from Colombia, so they usually run a little more expensive. Beautiful fish. Sometimes they're more white than the others, but not necessarily. Here's a restock on Romano's tetra, one of the most popular tetras in the store. And just 2 more boxes, we can do it. Let's see, that is some African cichlids. That's Mangano, electric blue African cichlid, walnut type. And another African cichlid. These are Pseudotropheus salusi. If I remember right, salusis are a dwarf species, so instead of like 5-6 inches, more like 4 inches. So as always, double check your Google on that. And that's everybody we got for you guys today. Thanks for hanging in there.